Hello, welcome back to my channel. That feels so weird to say still. Probably will for a while. I'm so glad you guys liked my last long form talking about my story, and I got so many follow-up questions, so I figured I would answer a few as I cook my spinach ricotta raviolis. So one of the questions I got was how to grow your Instagram following, and that is a really good question that there are a lot of different answers to depending upon who you ask and their experience and what their strategy was. So I'm going to tell you what worked for me, what I see work for other creators. Now, I'm not going to lie, I do feel that when you become a content creator, it kind of sucks the fun out of just posting whatever you want. Because I know on my personal Instagram, what I do is every now and then just compile a whole bunch of clips and just post it to music. And I don't think about it. It's just what I want to post. And so when you're a content creator, it kind of sucks the fun out of being able to just post whatever you want. It becomes significantly more strategic. You can't just post a silly little reel. I mean, you can. Don't get me wrong, you can. But for me and my situation, I wouldn't. And if you want to, I guess, grow in a strategic way, you shouldn't. You should think before posting, as you should think before speaking, think before posting. So one of the things I always think about before posting is, what is my audience getting out of this? Your audience needs to get something out of that video. They need to either get a laugh, they need to get a feeling of satisfaction, they need to get a feeling of relatability, whatever that word is. They need to learn something. They need to see a satisfying before and after. So it can't just be nothing. It can't just be a video. But again, take everything what I'm saying with a grain of salt. It can, but in my experience, the viewer, if you want them to come back, if you want them to follow you, they have to get something out of your video. So just always keep that in the back of your mind. You have 3 seconds to bring the viewer in. You have to have a good hook, a good story, a good something to get that viewer to continue watching your video. If they continue watching you, and the longer watch time that you have on a video, the more your video is going to be pushed. That's on Instagram specifically. For example, I have a reel right now that's going viral. It has a watch time of, I believe, 60 something percent until the end of the 1 minute video, which is insanely good. Others that I've had that have tanked have watch times of 20%, like midway through the video, which is not great. So I've noticed that Instagram seems to push anything more than 50%. Your video will do well if that is what your watch time is. And you can look at this on the insights. So that's just something to keep in mind. And you can literally see now that Instagram has these analytics when they drop off. So usually you'll see the 3 seconds. It'll be 1 second, 2 second, 3 second. 100% of people are watching. After those 3 seconds, it just goes down. And that's going to happen regardless, but you want to keep that curve as not steep as possible. So whatever that word is. So just to recap, have a good hook and make sure your viewers are getting something out of your video. Make sure that your voiceovers are lively and engaging. They cannot see your facial expressions if you are doing a voiceover. So I always try and force myself to smile before I start a voiceover. And I think that kind of helps me sound a little bit more lively. I remember looking back at one of my voiceovers from last December, and it was like painful to listen to. I would also say grow a community. That is also huge. You want to follow someone and feel like you know them. I love getting to know my audience. I love getting to engage with my followers. I have like an OG crew of followers that I respond to and talk to, and they give me great advice and great input on what I should do with certain projects. And so really value those relationships and those people, and that will help you grow. I take time to respond to all of my comments. I try to respond to all of my DMs. It gets a little tough sometimes. But yeah, you need to create a community. You want to feel like your community is your best friend, and you want your community to feel like they have you as a best friend as well. So another thing about growing your audience is being relatable, right? So I suggest going onto your Instagram, whether it's personal business, and start scrolling. normally I don't recommend to just scroll, but start scrolling and see what video captures your attention. If there's a video and then you go to their profile and you keep like watching and scrolling through their feed, take a minute to think and like, what is it about them? Is it their hook? Is it their storytelling? Is it their editing skills? Satisfying before and afters? Take literal written notes, because this is great information for you to kind of come back on and see, like, you can be like, I really like watching this person. Why do I like watching this person? I'm not saying to copy them, because please do never copy anybody's ideas or anything about them, because that is really, really bad taste. I know a few flippers that do that and it's just not cool. And people pick up on it over time. So take inspiration, take maybe tips, but never copy anybody's ideas. Trends are cool, but I feel like I don't really hop on trends. I don't feel like they do well for me. And I don't know, they're just like one-hit wonders in my opinion. But yeah, so when you're scrolling, look and see, why do I like this person? You want to be relatable. I feel like I'm relatable in the sense that I had debt. I still have debt from grad school. And I'm giving you a way to, or my audience, a way to pay it off. What are you going to give your audience? Are you a mommy blogger and you're going to go and give like mom advice and relate to other moms? Or maybe you're someone that is sharing affordable fashion. I mean, that is something I follow because I don't know how to dress myself. I wear this vest about 7 days a week, and there's 7 days in a week. It's great to have that resource of someone that is, one, affordable, two, is telling me what to buy and where to buy it and how much it is, and all I have to do is click. Like, that's relatable. I want that. You have to be authentic. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want to be authentic, because that is so uncomfortable to not be yourself. I mean, I like my dry humor. I like to include that and my puns in my videos. If I didn't, it wouldn't be any fun for me. It wouldn't feel authentic. It wouldn't feel me. So keep that in the back of your mind. Always be authentic and be yourself. Be consistent. You have to post regularly. You have to keep those numbers up. I know it sucks. Sometimes you want to take a week off, just I guess pre-plan your content. All of my stuff is planned out weeks in advance. And it helps to have things planned out, because you just know what you're going to post and you're not scrambling to create something that isn't quality content and doesn't perform well and brings down your analytics. And that's just going to hurt you even more than if you didn't post at all. So just my 2 cents, but I'm sorry for rambling. Again, recap, grow your following. Be authentic, be consistent, give your audience something, be relatable, and engage with your community. So I guess that's everything that really comes to my mind right now. I'm rambling and my water just started boiling. So I'm going to try and hop on here and, oh my God, I sound like a real vlogger. Hop on here. I'm going to try and film another video with some more questions. A few others that I had were like how I knew I was ready to delegate jobs, how I do affiliate income, and some others. So I'll try to film more throughout the week, because I think this information is so hard to find on the internet. It's either like a sketchy blog post or you have to pay for a course or something like that. So I'm open book, as I just feel like this information should be more accessible, free, and us creators just need to be more transparent. So my dogs are barking and I gotta go. So make sure you subscribe. Again, I don't know where the button will be, but somewhere over here. Bye guys.